This is the moving image of Port Gellhorn on Rockstar Games' Grand Theft Auto 6 website, and these are all the other screenshots about Port Gellhorn which we are going to be exploring in this video. We're gonna look at every single detail, zoom in, check out what's going on, what can we learn from the place and from the game itself, the way the game plays when you are holding that controller, walking, driving, flying around with Lucia or Jason. Let's get into it. Now, I have made this image a little bit brighter. This is the original image. It's way darker, but with the help of color correction, we can now see a little bit more. And we will also go to the original image and zoom in there a little bit very soon. So what we can see, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see this. There is a juice fruit place right here with a light that kind of shows the bottom of this booty emoji, which Rockstar knows that this is the booty emoji. It's kind of a joke that they light up the bottom of it probably. Now there's also this big train in the middle, which is obviously one of the main focuses of this image. And what it shows is, just like in Grand Theft Auto 4, you have the interiors of the train. Now we saw this in the 2022 footage, that we can actually go inside metros and trains and sit down, look around while the train is moving, and you can maybe even walk through the train interior, which you could not do in GTA 4. And I guarantee that there's going to be a mission or a shootout in this train right here, or basically any other train. We did not have this in GTA 5, we did have this in Red Dead Redemption 2, so that's gonna be amazing. Now here we have just some people chilling. So here is a guy just sitting on a bench, we have here some people standing, and then here this guy is seemingly looking inside a car, maybe even dealing some drugs or just talking to the guy inside the car. Going a little bit to the left, you can see that there's this guy standing here just chilling in this little empty cabin, and there's another guy that is just walking, and you can see behind this building there's a light emitting, which gives a very beautiful long shadow from this dude just walking and chilling. Going up a little, you can see that there is some more train cargo containers here just chilling on the ground, which I always like to explore. You can go inside them and see if there is any like hidden loot or anything. That's always cool to discover, maybe, you know, a gun that's laying down there, or maybe even some bullets or something. And you have this big water tower. The crazy thing about this is behind there's another big island, and you can see that if we zoom all the way out, that this Port Gellhorn goes all the way around the water right here, and I think this is the sea. So if we go to the GTA 6 map, we can see that Port Gellhorn looks a little bit like this. We're not 100% sure. The map will be updated very soon, by the way, very soon, so that's nice. And I think that image, if we look here and see that the brown is a railway, so we have a long railway. The screenshot might be taken like somewhere here, around this area, right? And it shows everything here. And it's kind of the same. Maybe we can put it side by side. So this red line right here is this train, and then somewhere around here, this road next to it is where the camera is at. And then you can see here that it goes all the way around, which in this version of the map, which is the latest version, there is no buildings or whatever. So you can already see that this is gonna be all the way filled with this whole island right there, because that's what it is. And then back here where it says Kelly County is actually more industrial, and this might even be Ambrosia, we don't know. I mean, zooming in here, you can see how beautiful the technology is of GTA 6. The beautiful volumetric smoke, all these lights right there. It's so nice. Now this screenshot is not Port Gellhorn, it is Ambrosia, but I was just checking out if this in the bag indeed was ambrosia, and it kind of looks like it is. So that means that Port Gellhorn might be to the right or like some back there. I have no idea about the placement. I gotta look into that more. Like if we zoom in for this ambrosia image and put it side by side, then this could be what we are looking at right there. One thing I do find curious that there's just this white like nothing right there. I have no idea why, but yeah, let me know in the comments if you know why there's nothing on that thing. So now let's look at the darker, just original image. And one thing I just want to show you is how beautiful the sky is and the clouds and the way that the light of this, I guess, ambrosia part is brightening up the whole sky and even a little bit of the clouds, which just shows how beautiful the lighting technology is. And one thing I do find is curious is that right here it doesn't do that. So this is a question I've been having for a long time, like, are there just really bright lights here, which is why it brights it up? Because this is also a city. It looks like a bigger, brighter city, but there is no bright light going off to the clouds. So what's up with that? What the screenshot also shows in terms of darkness and brightness is that if there is no light, the game is really dark, and every single light source, as you can see here, really brights up the environment a lot. I love this little bike right here. It's probably like a motorbike, and it brights up the ground so much, and it really gives you these textures and details of the road right there. And right here, it might be a baseball field. Let me know to all you baseball experts if this is accurate. I think it is. So we might have a baseball minigame in GTA 6. I don't think so, but who knows? There's a couple of tall apartment buildings right here, but as you can see, not that much. Most of it is just industry and kind of, I don't know, it looks like a little town. It feels like it. It's more for people to go and work rather than to actually live here, it feels like. And so if we go to the website and click on Explore Port Gellhorn, we also have a little text which I wanted to go into before going to all these beautiful screenshots. And the text is "Live hard. This is Leonida's forgotten coast. Cheap motels, shut down attractions," which alludes to a theme park that is shut down, which is very cool. And empty strip malls, which hopefully we can also explore, and we'll find some super nice collectibles and maybe even mysteries and Easter eggs like Bigfoot or whatever, ghosts or whatever. Empty strip malls won't bring the tourists back, so it's a pretty rough spot. But there's a new economy in this once popular vacation spot. And I just love how there's a lot of history that has been written for this place, which influences its future. Really cool that they're doing that. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold onto your wallet. So the thing I love about this text is that it really shows that the behavior of NPCs isn't just based on your input as a player, it is based on where you are. So this is inside Vice City, and there you will encounter NPCs that look like this, that are having a blast. But then Port Gellhorn has people looking a little bit more like this, a little more rough. So let's get into all these screenshots, starting with this one. We have the Scarlet Vacancy Motel with a big radio tower and a billboard behind the trees. And what does the motel have? King-size beds, low rates, pool, and Wi-Fi. And we've actually seen this in the 2022 footage, where Jason in the daytime is talking to a random person about GTA 5, where Jay Norris got killed, and that's a conspiracy and all that type of stuff. And this pool kind of seems empty to me, but maybe that's just the angle that I'm looking at wrong. We do have a beautiful barbecue, which I love, and I just love the vegetation here, all the grass and little plants, and behind there's so much vegetation, which really does make the game so nice and detailed, which is great. Yeah, you're gonna hear the word detail a lot, but look at all the like greenery. That's just kind of showing how little this place is being taken care of, because they probably don't have money for it, because the town is just effed up. Now we have NPCs and animals interacting with each other. The NPC taking a picture, which again, this flashlight literally lights up the ground, which is insane, as well as this pole being lit up by the headlights of this vehicle right here, where this either crackhead, hooker, or both is trying to get something out of this person sitting in the car right here, which is a Canis car. Meanwhile, this girl don't give an F and is just chilling here at the pool, having the time of her life. And then there's this guy who is just on his phone because nothing else important is going on here in this place. Now, if we zoom into here, you can see the interiors of these places. So that confirms that we're going to be able to walk inside of this, or it's gonna be a parallax interior technology where it looks like you can go inside from the outside, but you actually can't. Given that this is GTA 6, I'm betting you can actually get into there. And I also just want to give a quick shout out to all the trees. Whoever made all these trees and leaves, it's amazing. As well as the power lines, looking cool. And behind here is another building, probably the same building, it just goes around, which is very, very nice. And again, that sky being a little bit more orangey here, and then starting to get darker as you look up higher. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And one last thing is that I love how this motel light is lighting up the ground, this person, the wires, the pole. The lighting is so nice in this game. Absolutely beautiful screenshot. Then we have the beautiful weed farm guys. Then we have these beautiful farmers, and they're farming a couple of plants that will make them pretty high. And these dudes are roughed up. He has some bullets and some knife slices for scars, so he has a lot of history, and his tattoo is also pretty fire, holding a baseball hat, so he's ready for war, as well as a gun that he's almost putting out there. He's holding it just in case, and this might be, I don't know, it might be a first-person shot, and if so, then the quality is insane. If this is just a regular in-game screenshot, which I don't believe it is, but we'll see. Now this guy looks very angry at us. And to be honest, normally the people who like smoke this stuff look more chill than these guys. But I also love the accessories that this guy has. Some bracelets, some chains, which are kind of too cute for this guy to wear, to be honest. And some gold and diamonds right there. So he's pretty rich. He just doesn't look that way. And this guy might be the first one who doesn't have any accessories except for the sunglasses, which is funny. So he doesn't have any jewelry. He doesn't have any jewelry, so they just gave him sunglasses so that he has at least one thing. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm trying to get to 7 bazillion, trillion, gazillion subscribers. Let's get back to the video. Now this light, I believe, is supposed to like warm up the plants so that it grows faster. As well as this aluminum, it's like a setup to kind of grow these plants in the most efficient way. So yeah, this is definitely a plant farm. And there's also some administrative papers here and here. Now we cannot really see what this says, so if somebody knows what this says, probably just to keep track of the growth of these plants. Also the tattoos, this guy has like a maybe a dragon with a gun, which is very like American, I feel like. And this guy also has scars of either stab wounds or bullet wounds. And I just really love the design and realism of the looks of these guys. You can see that they have been through some stuff, and you can immediately understand why they don't trust you when you are walking in like this. There's some other curious papers here. This looks like the Hulk. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows, or maybe it's like a tree or something, but it kind of looks like a man in green, so pretty weird. And if anybody knows what this box is, maybe it's just a random box, but let me know. Also, I wonder what this thing is that the guy is holding. Very curious about that. Next screenshot, which shows very little, but also very much. This is obviously a little deal that's going on. I have no idea what these drugs are, but I feel like I don't want to know. And something that Rockstar has mastered in GTA 6 with the car interiors is just the little details here that really they are so realistic. Because in my car, this is exactly the same looking. And I don't know how they make these textures look so detailed, like even these things. And obviously this door handle is super clean. And then there's even like dirt between it's insane. Isn't that insane? I know like GTA 6 is known for the look at the details here, but there's dirt in between this. It's like, that's insane. And even here, you have this little line, as you can see, which I don't know how they come up with it. It's insane. Same with this right here. Kind of a cool texture. Even the back seat. So yeah, going to the characters. Now, I feel like this dude right here is probably like a drug lord. He seems to be very comfortable just waiting for this deal to happen. Maybe these are more of the higher-ups in the town. And I have a feeling we'll get to know this character a little bit more in the future. In terms of character design, this is clearly like a gothic type girl. This girl seems to have the same tattoo with the gun and the wing as this guy, so it's probably the same kind of gang. And then this dude is probably from like the goblin gang or whatever, because he has goblins tattooed all over the place. So there's probably different factions and different gangs in Port Gellhorn. I just love the black nails, which is GTA 6 is the only game that has like nail polish in the game, making me wonder if you can go to like a nail polish spot or where you know the place girls go to when their boyfriends just let them have their little day with the girls, you know. Even the black lipstick and the eyeshadow and eyeliner, even that's a little stripe here, it's called eyeliner. And another tattoo right there, some chains, some other accessories, really nice. And this dude having chains as well, of course. And a nice beard, and the hair look really cool. His hairline, a little bit like Asmongold, but yeah. I also love that these headlights, again, I'm a sucker for the lighting. These headlights influence this light edge right here. Also, the way that this bag is lit up. And you can actually see that the lights of the headlights stop right here in this little line because, you know, the door is in the way. So you can see that it's bright here and then it's dark right here. And it also influences his body and his beard and also his sunglasses. And you can see that the light goes actually through his sunglasses because it's so bright and lights up his eyes. And this is cinema. Like, the lighting is actual cinema. And this is why the best guy is hired to make these screenshots, because it just really pops out every single feature of the game. And he also has ha as a tattoo right there. Now, in terms of the background, it's really difficult to see, isn't it? Might be like a place where there's a lot of cargo, since it is Port Gellhorn. Let me know in the comments where you think this is. I don't even know if the mapping project is gonna figure it out. Now, here we have the Delights Girls Cabaret. New girls, new food, open all night, hiring dancers. And it's not only about girls, because they also have a ladies' night with this male stripper, which Game Roll had leaked, which was more of a rumor than a leak. But let's break it down. So let's go and see what these homeless people are doing. They're kind of chilling. I love how GTA 6 is so detailed in terms of clothing that they even have like probably 100 homeless type shoes. And these bags probably even move like physically accurate as well. There are Doritos on the ground. GTA 6 Doritos confirmed. This girl is actually looking very paranoia, as if they're looking at us like, that's kind of creepy. And their skin is really deteriorated, and you see that a lot, the deteriorated skin. You see it here as well with this dude having deteriorated skin. Same within this Vice City screenshot. So this is not Port Gellhorn, but Vice City. You can see it with this old lady right here, and also with this old couple right here, especially this old lady having a lot of deteriorated skin. So yeah, same with this lady right here. There's some detailed random stuff on the ground. Again, those grass right here, and this cool little car chilling with the beautiful light catching the car. And this car is rad as hell. Yeah, I love this car. I want to drive it already. As well as this monster truck. GTA 6 has such nice cars. It's so cool. Ooh, is this gonna mean something? Go and decrypt this, people. I want to know. And the last car is right here. And you see some hookers on a little break. They deserve it. Well-deserved break. Now, it seems like there's either 2 bodyguards, or this is just a bodyguard and he's just chilling outside. This dude, he might be this dude from this screenshot, but we don't know. We'll get to this one. And then here, 2 other people just chilling with this cool car. There's a bus right here, and there's some resident buildings right there. Another cart, which just shows how far away this is, because this is the same cart. Yeah, it's not that far. There's a little terrace right here, which is cute. And then some other buildings right there. And of course, there is this industrial plant in the background right there. And again, the lighting engine, super cool. Most of it is red, but you also have this green light, which gives a beautiful contrast. And it really shows the engine working. And then we have this last screenshot right here. Now, the main parts that you clicked on this video for is obviously this girl right here being the Thrillbilly Mud Club girl. And then also this, I think, is Lucia, because she's wearing the exact same outfit as this shot right here, where she is taking Jason on a little dance. So yeah, she's chilling. She's inside the Thrillbilly Mud Club, and she has some nice little shoes right here. Suggesting that she is just chilling with these people. Maybe this is the moment in the story where Jason and Lucia are having a little bit of a breakup, and so they're going their own ways. Because I don't think I see Jason in this screenshot right here. However, there are a lot of other people who are all doing their own thing. This guy is carrying these pallets, while this guy is watching him drinking a can of Coke. And this either guy or girl, which also has deteriorated skin, probably because he's in the sun a lot, playing in the mud. Also checking out this guy, maybe even talking to him, having a conversation. There's this guy just chilling with a big old soda bottle, I think. This couple is being very romantic. I don't feel like this is Jason. She has like she needs to get some pants. These people are chilling with the bonfire, and the bonfire is literally made up of random stuff. You can see it's made up of stones. There is like, this might be wood. I have even no idea. And there are some glasses just sitting here, empty glasses, and a lot of beer bottles in ice. That's how you know they love life. And this girl also just talking or just looking at some stuff. Now, the one thing that makes me kind of question if this is Lucia, because she has the same outfit, but she looks a little bit more like thick, I guess. Like maybe it's the angle. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I don't know. Now on the right side we have just a couple of people talking on the back of this truck, and this couple right here being romantic and happy as well. And I just love both these details on the pants and also on the skin. These might be goosebumps because it's maybe a little bit cold outside or something. I have no idea. And you can see here the sweat and like detail which I made a video about the technology behind it. Now her bikini, I guess, or bra has some dirt on it, and you can even see the goosebumps right here on her assets right there, as well as details like sweat on this dude right here too, and a nice little hat. Yeah, beautiful looking screenshot right here, as well as just the details of the mud on the car that have been dried. So not only do you have mud, you have, is it wet or is it dry? And you have the round ones, kind of round, and then also you have like the ones that are more lines, and then we have more of the wet spots, which is probably deteriorated material of the car. And this is definitely like a Ford, at least the logo is similar. So yeah, that was a pretty long video, but I think we've had about everything covered for this. Let me know if I missed anything and what you are most excited about. What made you the most excited in this screenshot? I cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say. And thank you to all the members on screen right here. See you guys next time. Bye bye.